Hello, and welcome to Centurion's Corner. And it's another Sunday and another live stream to talk about our favourite series at the moment, Mandalorian. And how are we all doing? Hello, all. So, well, what did we learn in this episode today? So, episode 3, Mando dropped off his frog friend, which is pretty cool. We saw a little bit of ending to that, but I think the main thing is seeing the Bo-Katan enter the scene, looking pretty fine and dandy. It's quite nice to see that kind of portrayal over from Rebels and connecting Clone Wars as well. And it's kind of like connecting Dave Filoni's kind of vision, which is pretty cool because there's not really much other things sort of going on with Star Wars wise. It just seems to be very much. I mean, I'd love to see the division up in Disney, whether it's kind of like Dave Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy. I'm wondering if they're kind of at rivals at head office or something like that, which is kind of be kind of weird. But yeah, it's kind of nice to see like Dave Filoni's vision kind of just sort of coming together really with all 3 parts and stuff like that. And I wonder if later down the line that we even might see some sort of like resistance or something coming into this kind of series. But yeah, it was really nice to see the sort of the Mandalorians, and it answered a lot of questions as well with them taking off their helmets in previous kind of series and stuff like that. Because I was kind of always kind of thinking why they would take their helmets off, but in this they couldn't. So it's nice to see that actually it's like a cult that's trying to come back, and whether he will leave that kind of thing is another question to be answered. But yeah, the actually general of the episode I think was pretty cool. We've got the Mon Calamaris, the Quarrens, and just sort of seeing them. I weren't too sure on the Quarrens kind of squid mouths. Kind of remind me a bit of Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. But nonetheless, it was, it looks pretty cool, and it's kind of nice to see them sort of come to life in sort of sort of being real rather than a normal cartoon. And yeah, I mean, having Bo-Katan and her friends enjoying the way they took out that Imperial ship and everything there was pretty awesome. Like the way they just went forward was pretty cool. And I just can't wait for the next series. Whether Ahsoka Tano will be into the next one will be a question and a half, I suppose. I think she'll be in sort of maybe series 5. I think further down the line. I don't think she'll be in the next episode. I think if she is, she won't be right at the beginning. I think it might be a more introduce of Sabine, as we kind of saw her in that marketplace, standing in the distance. So I just think the next one will be more Sabine, and then helping him assist her to get to Ahsoka, or something or other like that. I don't think Ahsoka she'll be at the end. I think of this one. Maybe they might drop in another old character or something like that. But I just think it may be a bit too early for Ahsoka, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping actually that the last sort of 4 is going to generate a nice, big, massive story arc. Because if there's only 8 episodes, I can't see this really going anywhere. I mean, we're going to stop again further down the line. But yeah, it's going to be a bit weird because, I don't know where they're going to go with it. I wonder further down the line with Mandalorian, they got so many series kind of booked for it, and then they're going to try something else, or this will be the center kind of story arc, and things are, we're going to get a Bo-Katan kind of series, Ahsoka series, and they kind of sprawl off it because I can't see if he's trying to get rid of the child to the Jedi, and he's going to meet the Jedi soon. I can't see them being like a twosome all the way. So unless Baby Yoda has his own kind of cartoon series or something, I don't know. It's going to be a bit weird, just with the Mandalorian. But yeah, who knows? But I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was really good. Can't wait for the next one. It's actually the proper build up and the CGI and just the actual sort of like effects and everything in this is on par. I think it's better than any movie and thing I've seen for a long time. It's really good and they're doing really well. So no, it's good. And hello guys, and welcome Darth Moore. How are you, mate? Did you enjoy it? Was it good for you? Hello there, General Kenobi. Darth Nihilus. Did you enjoy the new Mandalorian episode? What did you think of it? Good. Good. Glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, don't really know what's going on with Baby Yoda in it. I was kind of thinking the other day, like he's supposed to be 50 years old in it, and I was kind of sort of like trying to work out. Oh, no worries, mate. You can just sit along and just join in when you like. It's fine. But yeah, I was trying to work out the other day, like with Baby Yoda. So he's 50, which I was trying to work out with Yoda. So he was 900 years old, and well, let's say about 940 years old. And so if we take that into human lives, a good life, a very old age, like 94, would pretty cool. We just take off that zero. So Baby Yoda would actually technically be 50. Well, he'd be 5 years old. And Yoda actually just said in the movie, saying like it would be about 800 years as he taught Jedi. So by the time that this Baby Yoda will be 10, which is 100 years old, I would imagine that he should be kind of already training Jedi. Like he should be a little bit older. I just find him as very kind of very young for his age. I mean, unless they literally go a baby and then they're kind of like midlife cycles completely different. But yeah, it just seems weird that they made him 50. He's still very much a baby. But Yoda was saying that he was teaching Jedi for over 800 years. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to work that out. Maybe he goes in the cocoon and they come out a little bit older, like gremlins or something. Oh, Bobo, you all right, mate? How's it going? Yeah, it was really epic, actually. It's quite nice to see her. I mean, it's just kind of weird. Like, I don't know how old the actress is, but I was trying to work out how old Bo Katan would be. I mean, I think they should have made her look a little bit aged. I think because obviously she's been around since the Clone Wars and the Rebels, and then we're looking 9 years later, and it's she's still looking pretty young for her age. Not really changed, but yeah, but it was good. And it's kind of nice now, actually, that they're actually bringing over characters from the Rebels and the Clone Wars and whatnot. Just interlinking the sort of outside of the Skywalker kind of saga was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, it did kind of make him go a bit weird. Yeah, the bit that I found a bit strange as well was when Darjin, he was like Baby Yoda went in. He should have known that it would have been okay inside that pod, but he went in there with that creature coming up, and he jumped in there to what, drown? Like I thought he was going to flamethrower through the thing, or kind of have like oh, best plug in the laptop before going on live. But yeah, I mean, he just sort of jumped in and then didn't actually rescue Baby Yoda. Struggled to get out of that area, and it was just kind of just a bit odd, you know. It was just kind of like, and then the guys come down, literally wiped him out completely. And then when he went on the ship as well, you know, like he kind of, but the same kind of thing happened before as well in that prison episode, like the escape. Um, you know, first he sort of holds back, you know, he's kind of shy to show off in a way. But yeah, he sort of comes out trumps in the end, though, doesn't he? Yeah, it's funny seeing Baby Yoda get pushed in, though. It was quite shocking, wasn't it? It was quite quick as he went down, and then like that thing come up, and just see him press his thing again. Thank you. What was your favourite part, Bobber? Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought, you know, she had the same sort of armor as well as she had in Rebels, and yeah, it was like the female and the male sort of other Mandalorian as well. It was pretty cool. But we still got to see Sabine as well, and I wonder what her armor will look like, if it'll be reminiscence to Rebels. Yeah, it was quite funny. Although the egg spawn got was pretty quick growing. Like even by the time it come out on that little plate, which I thought Baby Yoda was literally going to nab right at the end and eat it. And the other thing as well is I thought the Mon Calamari was supposed to be pretty good at making ships, but kind of made a bit of a hash job on his, I suppose. Well, it'd be a bit weird how he got. Well, he didn't want to leave, but it kind of just reminded me of a bit of a baby. Sometimes they're playing with something, you know, and you're leaving the doctor's surgery and they're playing with like a book in the corner, and you're like, "Come on, got to go," and they're like, "Ooh." I think he was just kind of doing that. I think, but I did actually think when he's like trying to grab it back, I thought he's just going to quickly grab it and eat it, you know, because he's going, he's going to just like shove it in his gob. Well, I never can see like because like always Baby Yoda just looks hungry in this one, so it kind of looks like they're quite poor because they're not eating a lot. But then he's happy just to like chuck loads of credits and all that just to get things fixed or information. But sometimes he just can't be asked to feed the Baby Yoda. Yeah, it kind of had it reminded me of Endgame, you know, like, as a game passed, I thought like four, you know, because I had that little fisherman village and stuff like that. So it kind of reminded me a little bit of that. And it's kind of weird to see the Quarren and the Monclar in kind of like fishermen's jumpers, like in the rig jumpers and stuff like that. Do you think we're going to see Ahsoka in the next episode? Yeah, yeah. It doesn't seem to fly it, does he? I do think it's weird that his ship is literally completely like busted up, but he can still take off and fly about, and go to hyperdrive and whatnot. But yeah, it just seems a bit crazy. So I wonder who's going to fix his ship up. He seems to be getting quite sort of close to the New Republic, so maybe down the line or with Ahsoka, that he might actually join them for like an kind of like a get rid of the rest of the Empire kind of thing, of Moff Gideon. But I'm wondering if this is the last series with Moff Gideon in it. Obviously, because Bo Katan's trying to hunt him down, he has a sort of like a big thing for the Mando. So maybe at the end of this, they were going to get rid of Moff Gideon, but actually above Moff Gideon is Admiral Thrawn. Yeah. The original Battlefront 2 Jet Trooper, which is the light green one. Um, yeah, I probably would too, to be honest. I do enjoy all the original sort of Battlefront stuff, and I did kind of think about doing that, but I just sort of made the jump trooper from the Battlefield 2 now, like that sort of esque one. But yeah, the light green one, definitely be doing something like that down the line. My friend just Clone Based Customs just made one as well. Oh, was there? I might have to look into that one because well, mainly my ones are the phase ones, not the phase two. But yeah, I could easily look into it, doing a couple of them. I mean, I still want. There's still quite a few sort of named ones that I still want to sort of still make and put together. But I think my next one's going to be Killy. Just waiting for some new clones. To be honest, it's gone a bit slow. So yeah, cheers, Bob. Yeah, it's just the. I mean, when I reached 1,000, it just kind of went okay, and then I've done a few other sort of episodes. I thought I'd crack on with it a little bit more and put a bit more effort into it, and it's paid off. I literally like really buzzing at the moment because I only hit 600, well, 1,600 the other day, and it's already coming up for 1,630 in a matter of days. So yeah, I'm really really chuffed. Like really chuffed. Yeah, I definitely would do something for reaching 2,000. That's for sure. Oh, okay. I still got it on the Xbox as well, so I'll probably give the Battlefront 2 campaign a go again and just see if playing him. Yeah, I play Battlefront. I play it. Actually, I play on Xbox One, and I was kind of thinking about doing a testing a live stream on it because the Xbox is a bit weird. You have to use your mobile phone and all that to do it. But yeah, I'm definitely down the line. I'm going to test it online to see if I can do it. I normally just play co-op, like four players versus the computers and stuff like that, because I'm no good when I go against like 40 others. I just literally run in and die. So playing co-op, it gives me a bit of a good play. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I used to have it on the original Xbox back in the day. Oh, okay, that's the Wolfpack server, isn't it? Yeah, I always My go-to clone, actually, which is another clone that I'm going to make down the line, is the Senate Guard kind of ones. But yeah, I mean, if you just comment on the videos as well of my creations and stuff like that, because I'm always kind of running the internet for new ideas. Because sometimes I have in my head that, oh, I'm going to make that character next. I think the Bomb Squad one, it's been over a year. Every time I go to make him, I go, and then say my kind of interests are somewhere else. So I think, oh, I'll do that one. And then I'm about to do something else, and I think, oh, I can't do another 501st one because I've just released one. So I'll go off somewhere, and it's a little while until I come back again. Oh, did you? Well, Battlefront 2 now you can you keep leveling up now, don't you? That's it. But I've been I think the last time I done triple XP event, which I think is like every Wednesday, I've been just playing this BB-8 and the evil one, just to level them up a bit. Wait, I mean, you can army build. I mean, it's kind of it's up to you and what your interests are, to be honest. So if you're not collecting a lot of Black Series, but you kind of want an Imperial shelf with Darth Vader and a lot of stormtroopers behind it, you want to make a display. It's pretty cool. If you're an army builder because you still play with toys, why not? But if you're an army build, that you take photos and take them out, and then you want a few in the background and a few at the front, yeah. I don't generally do that. I don't generally army build. I literally sort of buy one of each. Sometimes I might buy two. I ended up with about six stormtroopers because I got given one. I bought one. One was in a sort of like a pack, um, and two were cheap at the Entertainer, which was the battle packs. So I ended up with a few, but I don't necessarily go out to army build. Yeah. So I always play as a heavy, and he's my heavy is pretty close to 300 as well, actually. And my go to heroes for the bad ones, Bosk, and for the goodies, it's Princess Leia. I was actually going through some of my 3.75s that I've got left. I might even post them on Insta soon. Um, I'm just trying to build up funds, really, just to go to Black Series because there's so much coming out and so many keeps going on. So I just need to sell it. I think the only one I got left, which is kind of like a holy grail, which is George Lucas in Stormtrooper Disguise. So I'll probably be putting that up soon as well to get rid of. Most of the rest are kind of Clone Troopers, Clone Wars, mainly, to be honest. Oh, nice. Been playing it for a long time then. I sort of play. I probably have about 3 games of co-op a night. And I sort of range from New Republic, Empire, or Rebels, just depending what kind of how I feel and what I want to play as. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's down to each other. I mean, there's people out there that you could see that they bought 3 Camino clone troopers. They customize one to be a captain, which is cool. If you can do that. Um, to me, I just kind of like having one of each. I enjoy army building. I cut the bootleg ones, but obviously then I just change them into each individual ones. I still yet to have a kind of like a shiny, because even when I've kept one in my collection, I just in the end just customized it. But it just depends what you want to do. If you're happy just having one, if you want to have 3 or 4, then go for it. But obviously, when I think of army building, and I'm going to buy an extra figure because it's going to look nice, and then I think potentially that other £20 could be another figure into the collection. Oh, nice. Yeah, I always play. Always well, red's my favourite colour, so I always play as a Senate on Battlefront. Yeah, I've seen quite a few people do the Ahsoka with the jetpack. I mean, it's up to you if you want to go and check my tutorials where I do the jetpack troopers with the magnet in the back. It's quite an easy way to put a sort of like a jetpack in it. I just don't know why they didn't actually put one in it. To be honest, it'd be quite nice. I'm still waiting for the Ahsoka and the Clone Trooper and the Mandalorians. It's been ages until I got it. Yeah. Well, that heavy, I'm planning to make as a custom. I'm not going to do the kind of pauldron thing that he has, like the Commander Neo one. I just don't think it suits them, to be honest. And carrying a man bag satchel, I just don't think it's that great either. So, but I'm definitely going to do the Senate Guard heavy, and also going to do the heavy Phase One Senate Guard as well. Give them rail guns and stuff. The jetpack was kind of easy. I mean, all you got to do is completely paint it white, and then just get a paintbrush, get a kind of set where it has about 3 or 5 kind of different types of paintbrush on it. Just find one that you feel comfortable with. It might be like the smallest one, might be a sort of middle sized one, and just go out and buy a couple of paints. Only like a couple of quid each for the paints that you're going to need, which is obviously just blue and white. And it's quite therapeutic if you've got patience for it. It's quite easy just to paint up, but it's actually just getting a 3D jetpack. Like there's lots of people on Instagram if you're on there that sell casts. I'm actually in a couple of days' time. There's a video coming out of the guy that I use for my 3D printing clone-based customs, and you can just buy a 3D printed jetpack off him. Oh, nice. Yeah, the actual Mandalorian, he was pretty cool. It's just a shame about his colouring was a little bit off. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, no worries, Lauren. Mm, is that the Geonosis kind of ones that are like in the sort of Geonosis kind of colouring the clone troopers? Oh, okay. I think I only ever had one. I think it was, and I think it was a named one. I think it was Waxer. I think in the 3.75 as the as Geonosis ones. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long you've been following the channel, Loyal, but I did do a figure release, well, of the Mandalorian, like fixing it up. Just showing you a couple of techniques that you could use to sort of make the character a little bit better. Um, so I show you what paint you can use just to do his jetpack, and obviously now he's got a cloth cape as well. It just actually brings the figure a little bit more better, so you can actually display it better, or take if you do toy photography and all that a little bit better as well. It sort of shines up. And to be honest, the jetpack for painting it's just one color. You know, you don't, you know, you can easily just go over. It's fine. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do enjoy it, people's toy photography. I mean, I just don't get. I wouldn't have the patience, to be honest, to go out there. Um, it was just, so I always kind of do it, and I use Pixar, which is someone introduced me to an app on your phone. It's just Pix, as in PICS art, and then there's loads of stickers. You can put it all on there. You can put shine. You can do like lens flare and anything on there. Just a little bit of play with the settings and stuff like that actually makes the pictures pretty pop as well. No, I didn't purchase it on eBay. I made it myself. The cape was actually Return the Jedi Luke, and all I'd done was cut off the hood, pulled it up, cut it in half, so then it kind of had two kind of triangle capes, and then I just cut the tip of the thing, just a tiny little circle. Obviously, then put this head in hot water so it comes loose, so I could pop it off. Then put the cape on so it's not a massive hole over the neck joint, and then just popped it back on. So yeah, it's just literally half of Return of the Jedi Luke's cape, just hanging there, and the other half I just put on the other Mandalorian that I had last time. So it's pretty good. No worries, Bubba. You take care, mate. I'll probably do an earlier one tonight as well. It's a bit slower tonight, so I'll probably just pop off at 40 or something. So have a good night, mate, and I'll make sure I check out your Instagram posts. But yeah, look, it's probably about, I don't know, actually, it's probably about 10 videos back on there. But if you just pop on like a tutorial playlist or something like that, I think it's on there. No, it's on there. It's already up on the channel. The video is called "Fixing" or "The Mandalorian Fixing the Mandalorian." Um, it's just a picture of two Mandalorians on there, the old one and the new one, and you see this one's sort of like back part of the painted jetpack. It's about 10 videos back. So just have a look on there. I haven't. Well, the cape. I mean, it's quite. I mean, because obviously it was already a made cape that I just cut. I mean, you can always just look around for like just some old disused kind of clothing that you don't even wear no more. If you've got an old sort of dark greyish t-shirt or something, just use it and cut it out. I mean, for me to make the sort of clone trooper skirts, I literally went on Amazon and bought kind of like a extra small leather leggings, like fake ones, and then I cut out the templates for the skirts. It's great. It's really nice kind of texture to it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I missed out on the Heroes of Endor, unfortunately. I just didn't have the money at the time, but I've pre-ordered the three main figures anyway from the next set, so the Endor three. So I just have to miss out on the. I'm not too fussed about the speeder bike, but it's just missing out on the Ewok. Hello, William. You all right, mate? Oh, nice. Yeah, I noticed that the Heroes of Endor went from about 110. I think even the Star Action figures had a damaged box on there, but they were still selling it back at £150. Yeah, I'm really good, mate. How are you? You building any more dioramas? What's that? Hello, mate. How's weather in Australia? Yeah, her eye colour was a little bit off, but I think it's fine. I mean, obviously, it's a bit overwhelming on Clone Wars. They're very green, aren't they? But I think, well, I didn't even look close enough really, but I'm sure they were sort of like a greeny hazel. Oh yeah, what are you going to do with the KO Bobber? I want to get another one actually. I want to make the holiday special KO Bobber, but still going through clones as anything really. No, I haven't made an Apo yet. I will do down the line. Well, actually, I think I was looking at some thing, but I was actually going to make a phase one Apo to go with the other phase one guys. Just sort of a slight arrow down his head before he sort of got ranked up. What was the other animated character that got into live action? Because obviously we've got Sabine now. Ahsoka's happening as well. Well, I suppose Chopper as well in Rogue One. Yeah, yeah, because I think the other. I mean, well, you could get a KO Bobber as well, but obviously we've got the Django Fett gaming greats at the moment as well, so he might be quite easy to get to make a custom. At least he's got most of the armor parts on there. Oh yes, he was. Yeah, in Rogue One. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the first time but yeah, we had Chopper, didn't we? He was in Rogue One as well. Just going past in the Yavin hangar. I don't think. I mean, painting the 32-second trooper blue. I mean, you could just put the blue down first. I mean, the way that I always do it, it's kind of like as if you're painting in a book. So you kind of would go around the outside first. So if it's got a triangle, then on a certain area, then just go around the outskirts with the triangle first, and then color it in. Don't just go from the tip downwards, going across. Get those straight edges in first, and then do the bits in the middle. And if you do ever make a mistake and all that, get a cocktail stick because it's kind of like you need to use acrylic paint. It's kind of like a plastic coating. So when it does actually set, you can actually just scratch it off with a cocktail stick to get those straight lines. And then you can always just use a bit of tape as well if you ever need to. And what I did as well, I've actually got a couple of, when you go into the pound shop, I actually bought a couple like 3.75 plastic figures before I even started customizing because I didn't want to put the paintbrush first on a figure that I've bought and never know really how the paint's going to bleed or go. So I always used to use them to just paint. I think like, oh, I'm going to paint this guy, do this and do that. and that's how I kind of practiced. So just go online, buy some cheap sort of figures. Just even going into the pound shop, buying ones with flashing lights and stuff in it, just to practice a bit of painting, because you probably never know actually when you start doing it how easy it is. I think sometimes it's more of the sort of scare that you're gonna completely screw up, because even if you do screw up, it's easy redone. You can actually take that paint completely off. Oh, right. Yeah, or maybe you did. I mean, a lot happened to him since to the from Clone Wars to Rebels. I mean, he was just he's kind of like a second-hand Darth Vader, like his suit and everything that was going on. So even though I think he just kind of gave up the fight a little bit too easy in Rogue One, just kind of just accepted death, which doesn't seem really much of him. To be honest, I think it was just a name drop to go into that thing. It's just found him a little bit hard to watch. It's just like his act, the guy. I can't remember his name, but the acting and just slowly kind of just still being a nuisance to the Imperials, but just kind of I just thought I'd just stand on the edge of the cliff and just take it. But I'm wondering if they do a figure of him down the line soon. Oh, do they? Uh, well, even on Star Action figures, because they don't seem to like post up their markup. Probably sold out though, to be honest. Mm. Did I say about removing the orange? Just for because you're painting the jetpack. Because I don't think it's got orange on the jetpack, as it's only blue and white. Oh, is there? I'll have to look at that. Uh, Django Fett on Star Action figures is 22.95. Well, the guesses are it's going to be Gideon, Quill, and oh god, what's it? What's his name? Is it Carl? Carl Gagera? Cargera? Oh, okay. Well, I think to be honest, he'd be quite an easy custom to make for Lego. All you need is like a cowboy scarf, Bobber's armor plate, Bobber's head, and some red arms, and probably like Han Solo legs. I'd guess it's probably quite an easy custom to make. But yeah, Moses and Daddy, there was a leak for the Mando figures for previously. So I'd done a video yesterday morning. But yeah, so you had Krill, Kargar, and Gideon. Oh, it's Grief. That's it. Yeah, well, I think even if people thought it's Boba Fett, but normally Lego anyway, don't they? They put at the bottom what the person's name is, like Veb or something like that, isn't it? But yeah, we've actually had some decent releases as well this week, or confirmations um, on some figures actually. So we can just talk about that quickly. So we've had Ventress been confirmed from Clone Wars. She looks fantastic. And also we had, trying to find the screenshots now. Oh, I could just use this. So yeah, just look up close. So we had Ventress confirmed, and Hunter and Crosshair as well from the Clone Wars series, which they actually, it's really cool that Hasbro actually looking into the Clone Wars, and I think they actually found a new thing, because they just seem to really go for it, and obviously like the Mandalorian stuff. So they're actually generating stuff that people want to see, which is a bit strange that they've gone for dark grey, but each to their own, I guess. And these are the ones that have been confirmed as well. So yeah, you got Moff Gideon, you got the Quill, and you got Grief as well. And they're looking, not too sure. I mean, their face prints look a bit odd. I mean, his one looks very kind of looks a bit strange. Then we've got Quill. He looks good. And then Gideon, a lot of people are saying like he doesn't look good, but he's very kind of withdrawn kind of character. I think they actually kind of got more of what the character should be looking like into it, as well as looking like the actor as well. So yeah, he looks really great, and it comes with the dark saber as well, which is is pretty cool. Yeah, I think Gideon, he looks the best. Grief, just, I don't know, he just looks a bit odd. I mean, that plastic kind of coat, it kind of looks like he's just going out. It's kind of just took a picture. He's just going to go out. He's just slightly putting his coat on. He's going to reach around, put the other side on. It just looks a bit. I don't know, I think I'd be taking that thing off. It just looks a bit kind of a bit weird. I think I would rather it being like that would be better looking, a bit like fabric, an actual cloth rather than plastic. But I don't know, it kind of comes all around as well. Actually, looking at it, it's connected to the bandolier. You can see it comes around. Which one would I recommend? I recommend, if you've got both Jango Fett's, then keeping the old Jango Fett, but taking the head of the new Jango Fett and put it on the old. So you've got the face sculpt, and it's the best looking kind of Jango Fett. And then going back and then actually having repainting the other one, because it's a bit purpley, isn't it? It's not a great blue. So I'd say then paint the old, like the newer Jango body with the old Jango head on it. Yeah, yeah, it just seems a bit weird. I mean, I don't think you're going to really put him in any kind of action poses anyway. I mean, it's cold weather's kind of he's a bit old, isn't he? I mean, he's going to be just holding his pistol, kind of just chatting. He's not really going to be in any kind of major poses on your shelf. And obviously, I think Gideon as well, because again, they gave him a plastic cape that really looks like the Inquisitor's cape, um, which is a shame because it just looks like it's going to fall off his shoulder. But I just still don't know why they keep releasing the Mando as well with the plastic cape, because it just holds that limitation of where you can put those guys' arms. But it's cool. I mean, especially like the Ventress and the Bad Batch as well. And I really do think that the confirmation of the ARC troop, well, the rumor of the ARC trooper is going to be Wrecker. Because I literally think by February we will have all four of the Bad Batch, or they are all confirmed. That's for sure. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting year because we still got Cody and the Archive series, to show off Archive Wave 2 as well. So it's going to be another interesting year, I think, for Black Series. Yeah, the deluxe Mando still has a plastic cape. Yeah, I'm not too sure on capes. I think there was one guy online that does do it. And I've actually started talking to UK Archives store, follow them on Instagram as well. They actually start doing 3D parts as well. So they actually sell Black Series. They sell the miniature kind of Star Wars figures. They sell quite a bit on there, but they've actually got a whole part dedicated to 3D parts. So if you want jetpacks and all that, I haven't gone fully in there, but I know they do like they do body parts, they do different alien heads and other parts on there as well. So have a look on there. But definitely, William, just ask about on Insta for looking people for UK people that sort of make capes and stuff. Or even hit up Clone Base Customs, because I think he's done a few capes of his own. So it might be worth the ask as well. My favourite custom. I did put it on my Instagram the other day, which was Commander Stone. I do really like him. I just think he sort of like transferred really well actually from the 3.75 that I had into this. I just kind of upgraded his holsters the other day as well, but yeah, it's just like his patterns and just how they all come out really, and sort of just hand painting the bits on the side, and it's just a helmet and the shine that it's left as well. It's kind of hard. Like I do look at different customs. I love wax and boil, but when I look at them, I just think, oh, they're a bit plain looking, But they are my favourite clone troopers. But yeah, even Commander Cody. I just remember painting all of them really, and just sort of enjoying how they all come out. The only one that I'm a little bit disappointed how it turned out was one of my recent ones, which was Commander Phil. I didn't really enjoy it, and I think it come out superb. But it's just the colour. The red is probably a little bit too red. But as I said in the video, I have a bit of a sort of like a love hate relationship with the sort of the red of the phase one, because I hate the undertone of the red, um, where it's just a bit too dark. And then when it goes over to phase two, it's like a nice bright red. So I thought I'd just give him a bit of a bright red and then go over it with a bit of black. But I think it's still too bright. I think he's still a little bit too bright. Get the phase one troopers. So there's a website, and it's kind of like a mass market thing. So there's loads of other shops and bits on there, but it's a Asian site called AliExpress. So it's all from China. So you will be waiting a couple of weeks, sometimes longer, depending if they got holidays or other things that are going on in between. So normally it's about 2 weeks wait, but it's called AliExpress. You can go on there. I've used it for years. I've never had a problem with anything not posting. Sometimes the quality issues, and that's not with these guys. It's mainly the mini Lego figures that I've had in the past. The only thing I've had with this, I had one trooper once. Well, they got a comm link on one side. It actually had it on both, so he had like two right arms down there, but actually they're both the same kind of thing. It never done it. I just literally cut it off the comm link, and sometimes their legs, the articulation in the lower legs, as long as you know how to start manipulate them, they're fine. But they're about a tenner, and just Google it, AliExpress, or get the app. It's 10 times better than the actual website. And just type in Black Series figure or clone Star Wars figures, and they'll pop up. No worries, mate. Happy customs as well. But Laurel, yeah, if you just look in my videos, and it just shows you where it's even where I started for on YouTube. You know, I just sat there in my on my old desk, just painting the figures up. And each time, some the earlier ones are more to like how I started learning. I'm a lot talking, but now it's just a case of like I just say what I'm going to do, and then I just put music over the top as I do it, because it is a long process of painting and talking, doing the thing. So I just normally let the video run and just cut out loads of sort of like the boring parts, and just put a bit of music over it. Yeah, Mandalorian, yeah, has got a lot of alien reference to it at the moment. Maybe that's going to go for all season, and then the next season there'll be some other sort of like sci-fi reference to it. You never know, but they might just have a kind of like a bit of a fun play with it. Hello, mate. Coming right at the end. Going to go soon. Going to go in a couple of minutes. But did you enjoy the episode this time? Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Like just hearing the name, like it's kind of like even though it's been confirmed for about a year that she's going to be in it, like just hearing it being confirmed in the actual in the show is kind of yeah, a bit more of a touch base. Because even my boy, like I mean, he's 10. He does follow Star Wars. He has watched pretty much the majority of it. He's watched Clone Wars. He's watched a bit of Rebels. He's done quite, you know, but he's not like an avid fan. And when she said the name, he goes, "Oh, I know that name." I go, he goes, "Who's that?" And I say, "Oh, you know, like the young one in Clone Wars and all that." He goes, "Oh yeah, I know her, yeah." It's just a shame, like it's just half an hour. But I think sometimes we get you just sort of getting into it, and then it's like over already. So it is a bit hard just sort of watching these episodes. Oh, nice. I used to have one of them. I had about two of them when I was young, but I sold everything like that. It's pretty cool to have one in your collection. How much did that set you back? Whew. Ouchie. Yeah. Yeah, I do think the episodes need to be at least 40 minutes in length. And it'd be nice to, I don't know, maybe at least make it kind of like 13 episodes or something like that. Just to get a little bit more content. I'll be quite content with kind of like more filler episodes. So they do like a couple story driven, couple filler episodes, a bit more story, filler, and then come up for a big final sort of thing. It'd be quite nice. Because I could imagine, I don't know if it's cheap or it's going to be more expensive doing it, but I'm sure they get the revenue back. But it's not going to take as long as sort of like digitally making an episode like a cartoon, like they do with Rebels and whatnot. I think now they've got, it's quite a surefire that it's going to be a hit. So I think just putting the more money in there is just going to make it more fun. Yeah, well, it depends, isn't it? I mean, they might make it Mandalorian. I could imagine that they'll probably. I mean, I think I saw on Yak Face actually there was a rumor that Bo Katan's coming out, and it was at the same time that Ventress was rumored, and obviously now we have an actual picture of Ventress. So, and I know Ara Singh has been confirmed as well. So I think more than likely it will be a Clone Wars kind of one, But I, they're going to do the armor realistic anyway. So, and I just think the face is still going to kind of look a bit realistic in terms with the Black series. So it's going to be kind of a mixture of both anyway. So, and she pretty much looks like the character anyway. So, yeah, I'll be happy for a Clone Wars one anyway. And I'll probably always keep the helmet on anyway. So the only thing is that will they ever bring out a Sabine Black series as well? Which is going to be a bit weird because you can have like two kind of variations on the shelf. And again, just always keep helmets on them anyway. But I mean, I think they're bringing out a lot of Return of the Jedi kind of figures. Um, Due to the fact in a couple of years it will be the 40th anniversary. So all the figures that are coming out, Admiral Akbar, the two Ewoks, all the Endor people. I think they're just going to re-release it all again. The Emperor will come back out. So they're just doing a lot of Return of the Jedi drops, and I think they're just already getting prepared for a couple of years' time for the 40th anniversary of that one. Yeah, I mean, there's a rumored arc coming out, which is for Black Series, but I actually think it's going to be one of the Bad Batch. I've got a hunch, so I think it's going to be more that way. I think than it's actually going to be arc fives, unfortunately. But it will be nice if we ever do that. Um, Obviously, I don't collect vintage, but it would be nice to see. But I'm going to call it there anyway. It's been an hour. I will do another video next week as well. So we can talk more about Mandalorian, more about customs, more about future releases and everything going as well. Yeah, just on AliExpress, mate. Honestly, it's easy. Just literally go on there and you'll find it straight away. So loading up AliExpress, just coming up, and then I'm going to just type in Clone Trooper. So all I've done is type in Clone Trooper. Can't see it because of the phone. Right, just types in Clone Trooper, and then I'll go, bam, right there. Already. Black Series on there. Shipping 237. And Clone Trooper, £10 for plus £2.37 post and packaging. Okay. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to call it off, and I'll see you guys next week, and I'll see you during the week, bringing out some more figures reviews, which I've got coming this way. I think I've got a few more maybe dropping. I'm hoping it's the new ones this week. And I'll leave it there. So you can follow me on Instagram as well if you've got any questions. Loyal, if you're on there, or if you just look in the description down below, you see me on Instagram. I'm always open if you want to send me a message or anything like that, and I can help away if I can. And I'll see you next time. So take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.